Hey guys, this is Abhishek from gadgetsnews.com, and today we are going to do a quick detailed comparison of these two devices. We have the Huawei SN Mate with us, as you can see over here, and we have the Samsung Galaxy Mega 6.3 with us, and these devices are so-called phablets in their price segment. Now taking a look over these two devices falls in the same kind of segment. Both of these devices are phablets, so they are phone plus tablets, because they have a pretty big display size, as you can easily notice over here. As far as the interface is concerned, we have a TouchWiz UI, a Nature UX UI running on the top of Android on the Samsung Galaxy Mega 6.3, whereas we have Emotion UI running on top of Android on the Huawei SN Mate. And if we take a look over these two devices in terms of the overall build quality and the form factor, both of these two devices are fairly large whenever you are holding these devices in one hand, but again you will get used to the size once you start using these devices. And again, these devices are much more targeted towards the entertainment rather than the phone usage. Now to start the comparison, let's take a look over first of all over the build quality. If we talk about the build quality, we have polycarbonate plastic back cover on the Samsung Galaxy Mega 6.3, which again is pretty okay, but again it feels quite cheap when you hold the device in one hand, and again it will get the scratches and fingerprints over time, as you can easily notice over here. Whereas you have a matte finish, a rubberized kind of a back cover on the Huawei SN Mate, but again there is a major difference in between these two devices, because the back cover is removable on the Samsung Galaxy Mega 6.3. As you can see, it is removable, and the battery also can come out, whereas it is non-removable on Huawei SN Mate, as you can see. Now if we take a look over the display size, there is a difference in the display size as well in between these two devices. The Samsung Galaxy Mega has a display of 6.3 inch, whereas the Huawei SN Mate has a display size of 6.1 inch, and there is a very minimal difference in terms of the screen size, if you can notice over here. Now taking a look over these two devices from the side profile, this is how the side profile looks like on the Samsung Galaxy Mega 6.3 device, and this is how it looks like on the Huawei SN Mate. And again, you can easily notice that the Huawei SN Mate goes thinner across the edges, as you can see over here, whereas the Samsung Galaxy Mega 6.3 is quite thick as compared to the thin edges of Huawei SN Mate. But one thing to note here is that the Huawei SN Mate has a curvy backside, so the overall edge or the overall thickness at this point is around 9.9 mm, which is more than the 8 mm thickness which we have across the entire edge on the Samsung Galaxy Mega 6.3. As far as the weight of these two devices is concerned, the Samsung Galaxy Mega is 199 gram in terms of the weight, whereas the Huawei SN Mate is 198 grams. So in terms of the weight, they are fairly the same. Now taking a closer look over these two displays, both of these devices have a 720p resolution, that is the 720x1280. As far as the pixel density is concerned, you get 241 pixels per inch on the Huawei SN Mate, whereas you get 233 pixels per inch on the Samsung Galaxy Mega 6.3, but again the display is slightly bigger on the Samsung Galaxy Mega 6.3. The technology of the display which we have on these two devices, you have an IPS LCD display over here, whereas you have super clear LCD display over here. Now as far as screen protection is concerned, you have Corning Gorilla Glass protection on the Huawei SN Mate, whereas we have no information about the screen protection, the type of screen protection which we might have on the Samsung Galaxy Mega 6.3. Now comparing these devices from the bottom side, here we have the micro USB port on both of these two devices. You have a primary mic over here, as you can see. On the side profile here you have the slot for the micro SD memory card to expand the storage of the device, and you can use up to 32 GB or 64 GB micro SD memory card onto this device to expand the storage. You have the volume rocker over here on this side on the Samsung Galaxy Mega. On the top you have the SIM card slot over here, which will accept a micro SIM on the Huawei SN Mate. You have a secondary mic over here on both of these two devices for noise cancellation and video chat. You have a 3.5mm audio jack over here. The 3.5mm audio jack is over here on this device, whereas there is a major difference over here that the Samsung Galaxy Mega 6.3 has an IR blaster. That means you can use this device as a TV remote with your consumer electronic devices at home, And when it comes to this side, you have the removable back cover on the Samsung Galaxy Mega 6.3, whereas you cannot remove the back on the Huawei SN Mate. You have the power and sleep key over here on this side, you have the power and sleep key over here, and the volume rocker and the power and sleep key are on the same side, that is on the right side on the Huawei SN Mate, as you can see. And again, in terms of the overall look and feel, I do feel that the overall look and feel is pretty good over here on the Samsung Galaxy Mega, although it is again plastic which they have actually used over here. As far as the back side is concerned, the back side is kind of glossy on the Samsung Galaxy Mega 6.3, whereas it is matte finish on the Huawei SN Mate, and again it has a rubberized kind of a feel to it, so it won't slip out of your hand, and it will not also get the fingerprints and scratches very easily, whereas you can easily notice the fingerprints and scratches on this device, as you can see. Now coming on to the camera interface, the back camera on both of these two devices is an 8 megapixel camera, and it is an autofocus camera. As far as the video recording capabilities is concerned, both of these cameras can record high definition video at 1080p with 30 frames per second. You have a LED flash over here, and you also have a LED flash over here on this device as well. Talking about the front camera, both of these two devices has 2 megapixel front camera. The front camera is fixed focus on the Huawei SN Mate, and again the fixed focus camera is over here, which is 2 megapixel on the Samsung Galaxy Mega as well. You have ambient light sensor over here, and you do have some ambient light sensors over here, as if you can notice. The version of Android which we have on Samsung Galaxy Mega is 4.2.2 out of the box, whereas you have 4.1.2 on the Huawei SN Mate. Now as far as the storage is concerned, you have 8GB model of Huawei SN Mate which is available as of now in India, and it comes with 4.29GB free storage out of 8GB total, whereas you have 16GB model available for the Samsung Galaxy Mega 6.3, and you have around 10.42GB available to the user. As far as the pricing of these two devices is concerned, the Samsung Galaxy Mega 6.3 is available for a price of around 30 to 31,000 Indian rupees, whereas you can get the Huawei SN Mate for a price of around 24 to 25,000 Indian rupees. So there is a major price difference in between these two devices, and the display is not that big if you actually compare the Samsung Galaxy Mega with the Huawei SN Mate. And even if we take a closer look over these two displays, both of these two displays are equally good in terms of the overall pixel density. As you can see, the text is quite sharp and clear on the Mega 6.3, whereas it is pretty good on the Huawei SN Mate as well. In terms of the colors, in terms of the overall brightness of the display, both of these two devices are almost equal. Now on the processing speed, these two devices has a 1.5 GHz quad-core processor which you have on the Huawei SN Mate, which is the company-based processor, their own chipset. The Huawei K3V2 chipset is there on this device, whereas you have dual-core 1.7 GHz carrier-based processor on this device with the Snapdragon chipset. And the GPU which we have on the Huawei SN Mate is unknown, we don't have any information about it, but the GPU which we have on the Samsung Galaxy Mega is Adreno 305 GPU. As far as RAM is concerned, you have 2GB of RAM on the Huawei SN Mate, whereas you have around 1.5GB of RAM on the Samsung Galaxy Mega 6.3, and we will just show you how much of that is actually available. One thing to note over here is that as far as the India specific feature is concerned, you have the FM radio support on the Huawei SN Mate, whereas you do not have the support on the FM radio on Samsung Galaxy Mega 6.3. Both of these two devices support GPS navigation with the help of assisted GPS. As far as the battery is concerned, you have 4050 mAh battery on the Huawei SN Mate, which is slightly larger as compared to the 3200 mAh battery on the Samsung Galaxy Mega 6.3. So as far as the free RAM is concerned, you have around 717 MB of RAM free on the Samsung Galaxy Mega for installing applications and more games, and you have around 1.3 GB of RAM free out of 2 GB on the Huawei SN Mate, which is fairly better. Now as far as the benchmark is concerned, we have got a score of 7030 on Samsung Galaxy Mega 6.3 on the quadrant utility, whereas you have got a score of 5087 on Huawei SN Mate on this test. Now on the Antutu benchmark score, the Samsung Galaxy Mega has scored 13228, and this is how the detailed scores looks like. And on the Huawei SN Mate we have got a score of 14218, which is slightly higher, although it is quite nearby to the score which we have seen on the Mega 6.3 as well, as you can see over here. Now on the Ninamarks, we have got a score of 51.5 FPS on the Huawei SN Mate, whereas we have got a 59.1 FPS. So both of these devices are almost equal in terms of the gaming performance as well, and we have tried playing almost the same game on both of these two devices, and they perform pretty close to each other when it comes to the gaming experience. Now as far as the SIM card connectivity is concerned, both of these devices are single SIM devices, so you can use only one SIM card in it, and you have the micro SD memory card slot over here above the SIM card slot, as you can see on the Samsung Galaxy Mega, whereas you have it over here, a flap which will open up and you can insert a micro SD memory card onto this device, and both of these devices can expand the micro SD memory card up to 64 GB maximum. That's all from us as far as the quick hands-on comparison of the Samsung Galaxy Mega 6.3 with the Huawei SN Mate. As far as the support for the landscape is concerned, you can use the device in the landscape mode on the Samsung Galaxy Mega 6.3, whereas if you hold the device in the landscape mode, nothing happens. The orientation of the icon does not change when you use this device in the landscape mode. So there is one difference in this as far as the interface is concerned. Apart from that, both of these two devices are fairly good in terms of the overall price and value for money which you get. You get good amount of Samsung related features on this device like Air View, Smart Stay, NFC, S-Beam and all those features, including multi-window as well on the Samsung Galaxy Mega 6.3, whereas you get the Huawei Emotion UI, and when it comes to the features, you get almost all the kind of features which you are looking for in a phablet. You may not get the you will not be able to get the Samsung related features which we have on this device specifically, but apart from that, both of these two devices are pretty good in terms of the display. They are very close to each other. So that's all from us as far as the quick hands-on comparison of these two devices. Do let us know if you have any specific questions for any of these two devices. We would love to help you. You can like this video if this video helped you by clicking the like button below. You can subscribe to our YouTube video channel for more videos like this by clicking the subscribe button below. Thanks for watching this video. This is Abhishek signing off. Thank you.